Hello, everybody. This is a scene for Living World of Darkness, Changeling Venue. And we are going to start the scene with AJ and Valeria in the car driving down to Angarona. It's going to take a while. It's quite far. So they will arrive, park the car, get out, walk in Angarona.
There
So,
definitely isn't anything in Valeria's jacket. Nope, not at all.
goddamn Nugget. I swear that cat.
Yes, well, she doesn't like you either.
I know, the feeling is mutual.
It's because you're such a dick to her.
She started it.
Sure she did.
She is the original dick here. Also, lady language. We're in public.
Oh no, I spoke a word that isn't proper. How dare I?
Quite right. So, let's go in. Got stuff to do.
After you, brother.
Well, then they're going to walk into an
Blah, 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 blah.
Apologies, dear watchers. Apparently, certain people can't talk.
Don't mock my fake accent, please.
I will mock your fake accent if I wish to. I can hear you.
Why, thank you very much, Diva.
So yeah, these two walk in. What are you guys doing?
Well, Savannah's already there at the bar, having a drink. She just told whoever is working the bar to give her whatever their favorite drink is. So as she usually does. And she had come by to check on Ismay from the night before because she got quite drunk. And I passed my willpower roll to tell some truths. So
Yay.
yay.
Sweet. And as usual, sorry, still the accent. As usual, Diva is at the bar and she's currently, mixing drinks. It's getting late actually, so the other workers at the bar are kind of shooing people away. Diva is just cleaning up, making sure they have the right amount of liquor for the next day. And going through the motions.
Ismay's not there.
Ismay's probably upstairs, right?
Yes, she is.
Well, okay then. So this is a perfect time for either Savannah to strike up a conversation with Diva, or for Diva's garden assistant and her mentoree to come in, whichever works.
Yeah.
Don't know, jump at once.
Let's just say that the Kingsley siblings just walk up. AJ is looking for Diva.
She's at the bar as usual. When is she not at the bar, actually?
That's the real question.
Even when she's not even working, she's at the bar. So Diva will smile and wave to the Kingsley siblings, be like, hey. Come
Hey,
on in.
Diva.
Hey, hun.
And you notice there is something wriggling around in her jacket.
And Diva will kind of raise an eyebrow. Be like, sorry if this is kind of awkward, but are you okay? I mean, there seems to be a rumble in the jungle, but I don't think that's from you.
Oh, no, it's not. And she opens her jacket, and you see the little cat that's on my overlay.
Oh my grace! Is that a Scottish fold?
A munchkin Scottish fold.
It's so cute! Oh my god, can I hold, please?
Of course. And she kind of, takes Nugget out and hands her to Diva.
Diva will hug Nugget and be like, oh, you're the sweetest little thing I've ever seen. And
Nugget kind of sniffs Diva.
one of the sweetest things I've ever seen. Diva's gonna say, looking at Argus, who's glaring at her from underneath the tables. One of the sweetest things I've ever seen. Look at your little paws and your ears. Oh, you're just precious. How old are they?
God, how old is she? Old as balls would be a good guess. I've had her since I was 5, so
Well
13.
then, you are a wizened old cat, aren't you? Oh, you are so sweet. She's so cute.
She makes one of those little cat noises.
Hag, more like.
Oh.
What was that, huh? He was gonna look at
He
AJ
said,
like, what?
he said, an old hag, more like.
Oh, you don't like the cat, do you?
You see, when he talks shit about Nugget, Nugget kind of looks at him and hisses.
Well, I can see that y'all two have history.
Savannah comes over and starts meowing at the cat.
Meow. Meow.
And she starts petting him.
It's a girl. Yeah.
Oh, her. She
Meow.
starts petting her.
Nugget is
So
just
cute.
loving the attention.
Yes.
Oh, so this is your little friend that you asked if you could come with.
Yes, it is.
Well, Nugget and yourself are more than welcome.
Oh, thank you.
It is getting a mite cold, as you can see, so I'm not sure how Nugget will feel in the back. I mean, our side is heated, but outside not so much.
Nugget, you want to come into the freehold?
Back room.
Yeah.
Diva,
Yeah, huh?
a minute before we go, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, Diva will hand over Nugget to either Valeria or Savannah.
Savannah will gladly take her.
Yeah, you can hold her if you want.
And
She-
Diva will kind of scoot along towards AJ. Be like, "What's up, honey?"
Remember the thing I texted you about?
Diva will go look at her cell phone. Like, what?
Address of Ismay's place?
Oh, yes. Um.
Can I have the address, please?
Oh, okay. Before you asked me, actually, she had told me not to. And normally, I would immediately just give it to you. But if she doesn't want you guys doing anything, you can't make her. Like, she doesn't want any attention on it. I
We
can't
know.
with it.
That's why we're doing it, so we can leave her out of this. I'm going to talk to the other women inside the building and keep her out of this.
Look, you can ask her for permission. You can ask her yourself. But she does
She's
not
not-
want me. She does not want me giving you that information.
I did, and she's not doing it.
You can't make her do anything. If I give you the information and she finds out, I'm gonna end up going upstairs and she's gonna be gone. And you know that. And Lord knows where she'll go afterwards. She just doesn't understand how these things go, I think. Or it's just different from what she usually would expect. And she does not want me giving it to you at all.
Well, the thing is, either we do this properly and keep her out of this, so she wouldn't get in trouble, or we just don't do this, let this Ben guy shoot the men, and land her into even more trouble that she was asking for.
Can't you just ask Ben for the address? Lie and say you'll join in or whatever. I mean, I fully suggest that you ask her. Just ask her and explain to her that this is to make sure that, Ben doesn't do what he insanely wants to.
We talked about it and she's not budging. That's
Try
why
one
I'm
more
asking
time.
you.
Try one more time. I'll be there, and I can help ease her worries. But
No,
I
like, the
really
thing
cannot go
is,
behind her back.
so you
She
really
trusts
do
me
want me to
with
do
that trust.
this? Do you really want me to do this the hard way?
I can't break her trust like that. Normally I would give it to you, but I can't break her trust like that, AJ. It's easy.
Okay. Well, all right then. That was all.
I'm real sorry, honey.
No, it's not really something. It's just, well, whatever.
Okay, so that's perception alertness for Savannah to listen in on the conversation, and she has 4 successes to do so. So she's
I
heard
have 3.
pretty much everything you guys have said.
We hear all.
They weren't exactly being secretive, though maybe they should have been.
Yeah, well.
Well,
About openly in this very bar numerous times, so
well, that's that.
Valeria's just gonna look at Savannah like, what the fuck?
Savannah's gonna kind of shake her head a little bit, like she kind of got some stuff the other day, but so this kind of fills in some holes, and so she's like, I'll maybe talk to you later about it.
She nods a
Well,
bit.
all in all, you get a sense of regret that Diva can't give the information, and some sorrow that her inability to is not going to help the situation, and she feels bad for it. But the fact that
Yes.
she can't break the trust of her friend is something very important to her. So hey, if any of y'all have secrets, know that Diva will make sure to keep them.
Nice.
Even if it's not a good idea.
Yep.
So yeah, they walk back next to Savannah and Valeria. And AJ is going to...
Savannah's still
I'm sorry.
petting and kind of talking to Nugget.
Nugget is purring.
Nugget is living the life.
And AJ is actually going to look at Savannah and say, "Well, I don't believe that we met." And he's gonna hold out a hand.
Oh, I'm Savannah, and she holds out her hand to shake his.
I was telling you about her earlier. She's a puka.
Oh.
And if you, I don't know, I don't know if you have high enough kenning to see her famine, but her famine, she has black ears and a black bushy tail that swishes behind her.
For AJ, in his human self, he's like this very white-skinned guy with long raven hair.
He's a white boy.
And yeah, long raven hair with aquamarine eyes. He's wearing a casual black suit with a white shirt with no
He's
tie.
a very cute white boy.
Yeah, at 5. Yeah.
You will
Very
notice
cute.
also on Savannah that her eyes, as human or famine, look very much like a cat's eyes, and they're very bright green.
Well, on his completely different. He looks very much Middle Easternish, with again long hair, with the aquamarine eyes, but with darker skin,
Mhm.
and he's wearing like baggy pants, boots, a cotton shirt, a long brown trench coat with a hat, and he has a very neat stubble.
Savannah's dressed sort of casually, at least casual for her. She's in a bright blue top that's kind of low cut, but not too low cut, and a black skirt with knee high socks and Mary Jane style shoes. She's almost got a schoolgirl look going on. So,
And while they shake the hand, he's gonna say, "Alistair, John Kingsley, pleasure to meet you."
good to meet you as well. Alistair.
And a
He's
moment
just
talking.
looking at him, grinning when she says Alistair.
Diva's just gonna mention to Valeria that she's gonna open the back door so that she can work on the gardening.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then she's gonna come back and be like, "Well, AJ, you good?"
Did we lose him?
He
I
died.
think he might have
That was
died.
me?
Yeah.
Yep, she said
I'm sorry.
AJ.
Yeah,
I
be like,
didn't
"Hey,
hear
AJ."
that. I'm sorry.
Alright,
I'm
do it
sorry, I
again.
didn't hear that.
Diva will come back after opening the back door for Valeria to go work in the garden. She'll come back and be like, "Oh, hey, AJ, you ready to go up?"
I'm ready.
Alright then. She'll mention to Gloria that she's going upstairs, and Gloria just wave her off, be like, "Go do whatever." Because Gloria almost always done with the Diva's shit. Diva's a great boss, but she's also the worst boss ever.
Mm-hmm. Savannah,
And,
would you like to join me in the garden?
Sure, yeah.
I wouldn't want to separate you from Nugget. You two seem to be getting along quite well.
Yeah, she'll follow outside, carrying Nugget behind her or
Nugget.
with her.
Nugget.
Nugget.
Love that name.
I know. It's because it's the best name ever.
it's a cute name.
Mm-hmm.
So Diva's gonna gesture for him to go outside and come upstairs with her.
Yeah,
And
he's following Diva.
alright. Be like, "Okay, hun, so don't really know how to go about this mentoring thing, so I'm just gonna ask you a bunch of questions on what you know. You can ask me what you don't know. Basic shit like that. Kind of stuff I can't really ask you in the bar, right?"
Sounds about right.
Alright. So Diva's gonna unlock the door, and then I guess Ismay.
Ismay is currently kneeling down on the floor naked, cleaning. Her
Diva
hair is
will open.
Damn.
just like pointing straight up in the air at the moment, probably towards the door.
Diva will open and squawk and be like, "God damn it! Ismay, we had this conversation last night."
Okay, AJ is going to be like, "Whoa, okay." He's going to turn his head away.
Ismay, we had this conversation.
Yes, you said put something on, so I put on shoes.
Oh shit. Alright, sweetie. When I had meant put something on, I meant something that covered. You remember what we talked about? how we're not supposed to be naked in the bar. We're supposed to wear something that is between our feet and the floor, something that covers our upper chest area and our lower pelvic area, right?
Yes.
That is what I meant when I said to put something on. You don't have to wear something between your feet and the floor, but definitely the chest and the lower bottom area need to be covered.
Okay. And she just gets up nonchalantly and walks to her bedroom and starts putting some clothing on.
Oh, Lord.
And AJ can roll perception alertness to notice something.
Actually, I'll roll it too.
Oh lordy, what is she noticing?
Get your head out the gutter.
Well, my head's there too, so.
Exactly.
Do I have the vision or the hearing? Let me check.
Oh.
It's always good to make sure that your sheet's up.
Oh, it's hearing. Okay, so it's gonna be. And he gets
Okay.
1. Wow, what is up with my rolls today? Damn.
The dice
You
don't
notice
like you.
a small scar of some sort on her right hip.
And Diva notices a good detail about that scar.
That it seems to be a symbol of some sort, and its positioning is very similar to a cattle brand.
Diva will frown and make note to talk to Ismay about that later. Diva will just kind of like drag AJ in and close the door and be like, sit down, I'm real sorry about that. I mean, normally I don't really care about naked people, but not when there's company.
Yeah, we can just act like it had never happened.
Well, if you want to, hon. Diva's just gonna shrug like, okay. Meanwhile, Diva was a dancer. She knows people are naked. She's unfazed. She's like really nonchalant about it. Like, alright. And she'll lead you into a large loft area. And in the middle of the loft area, there's a huge plush couch. You know, standard coffee table. There's a kitchen off in the distance. The only weird thing that he might notice is that all around the house, there are little clusters of items. Random tidbits, you know. There are origami gum wrappers in one corner. There are fancy fake jewels clustered in one. There are beads in that corner. There are actual jewels in that corner. There are shelves. There are, you know, ticket stubs clustered on a wall, just pinned in art. There are just clusters everywhere. This is Diva's kleptomania.
Well, you have a very lovely place.
Thanks. I work hard on making sure it's all nice and neat always. Don't touch the clusters. So just take a seat.
All right.
And she's oddly a little harsh when she mentions don't touch the clusters. A little possessive over them.
He's just gonna like raise his hands up, meaning nope, not doing that.
Then Ismay will
Just
come out with a skirt and a top on.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm quite good. Thank you for asking.
And Diva will go to the kitchen and be like, do y'all want anything? Juice, vodka, water, wine? When did we
No.
have wine? I don't remember this wine. Anyway, nothing?
Well,
I would like a drink, please. If I may.
Okay, what drink do you want?
you're the host, so I'll go with whatever you'll give me.
We're having Moscato. And Diva's just gonna grab glasses and a bottle of Moscato and come back. She'll put it on the coffee table and sit down on the floor. Like, all right, so, AJ.
Time for 21 questions.
Yes, time for 21 questions. This is my first foray into being any sort of mentor. I mean, I've watched over people hundreds of times, and currently. So, mentoring, I guess, is sort of similar. So just
Probably.
yeah, so just
I can't say that I have any idea, but
So I guess just ask any questions you may have, and I will do my best to answer you.
I don't really have that many questions. But I just found out about this Samhain thing today from my sister.
Oh, nice. Oh, so all right. What don't you know about Samhain? Or what do you know?
Well, from what I've heard from her, it's not something quite pleasant.
Well,
Bitch, I never said that.
No. That's what he thinks about it.
well, in my personal history, Samhain can be kind of fun. Actually, it's well, we don't remember shit. Like we don't remember anything. It's
That's the problem that I'm having with it. I don't like not remembering things.
well, it can be kind of stressful. We tend to kind of cluster towards others like us on that day. I guess in an attempt to make sure that whatever we do is kept in the simply magical means and we don't get in trouble with the banal means.
If you want, I can collect your memories.
I guess. I don't know, maybe. I've never heard of that happening, actually. But I guess.
I have lots of memories. And she was reaching up and clutching a necklace hanging around her neck.
So, we don't remember, but you do.
I guess because she's not like us. Well, she's like us, but she's not us exactly. And he'd probably work differently.
Okay.
Anyway, we don't remember because how do I explain it? You know how we have certain, I guess, alignments. Some of us not as moral as others.
You are talking about.
Silly and unseelie.
Just try to remember. You're talking about legacies?
Yes. So, those of us who are on the, I guess, brighter side, the more Sealy side, and we live in a Sealy kind of area, so most of us tend to be Sealy. We don't remember shit because it's an unseelie day. They remember everything, I think. I think they remember everything and some. Or no, they don't remember everything. They don't remember anything, but they're even more unsilly than normal. So it's just a day of mass chaos.
That sounds very.
Says she doesn't remember anything.
Well, there you go. None of us remember anything. They're just more unsilly than normal.
Well, like I said, I don't think I like this.
But we get our own day too in the spring.
We what? I'm sorry, you cut out?
We get our own day too in the spring. The more Sealy holiday. Where the Sealy are more Sealy than ever. And the unsealy will have to suck it up.
So what? We just go into overdrive in certain days.
Well, yeah. In any case, Samhain, we don't remember anything, and honestly, it's not always a bad thing. I mean, sure, it can be kind of scary sometimes, not knowing what you did. But I usually go out with the assumption that it's gonna be a fine day. It'll just be fine. The only way you can go through this day and not have to worry about anything is if you lock yourself in a cage for the whole day, from midnight to sun up the next day. And
Isme
that's no
gets a
way to
very
live.
nervous look on her face.
And that's no way to live. Normally, what people do, I figure, from what I've woken up to, is that we end up kind of pairing off with some of our friends and we'll, you know, hang out and do whatever sort of chaos comes to us. And depending on the legacy. You know, I've woken up next to giant orgies in the morning. And, it was fine, You just kind of go about the day, try to piece together what you can, and sometimes you just ignore it altogether. It's the day that doesn't exist. That one time I woke up
This
next to a
just
whole batch of money. So beautiful.
this just
Don't even
this
remember
just
how
became
I got that
even
money.
worse now. But I have this thing, okay? My memory is really good. I tend to remember things. I'm used to that. So not remembering things, how should I put it?
Unnerves you.
Very much.
And, that's fine. I mean, you're not the only one who gets freaked out about it. I'm only used to it because I've done this for the past 10 years or so or more.
Well,
It can be
you can't
bad
deny the
only
power
if
of
you.
experience.
It can be bad, but only if you let it be bad in your own head.
Okay.
You just have to trust that you'll be around people who will make sure that you don't do anything too stupid.
I will collect your memories that the night if you want. I will then share them when you come back.
I guess that works, but I think what he means is he's afraid of not knowing what he's doing.
I
Which
thought
is,
he was worried about the not remembers.
I don't know. It's a valid fear, but, there's no way out of it, hon. The best way to go about it is to just believe that it'll work out. Day that doesn't exist, and you have to go with a positive attitude. If not, you're going to drive yourself crazy.
Alright then. Leap of faith it is.
And plus, who knows, maybe you'll just spend the night at a casino and you'll make a huge bank. Then all you have to do is just invest and just deposit the money and go about home on your way.
I hope I don't do that. The last time I set foot into a casino, it ended very poorly.
Well, okay then. Maybe it'll be like one time I was like 16. I just ended up spending the whole night marathoning on some Gilmore Girls, I don't know, binge. And I woke up next to piles of ice cream. It was a great night, I figure. And you don't really have to worry about getting in trouble with our laws because everyone goes through it. Nobody really looks for retribution. There's no such thing there's no such kind of cause for retribution on this day. Free for all. Have your fun. You'll never remember it. That's kind of the mindset.
Well, since we got that straightened out, what questions do you have for me?
How's it been in Ishi so far?
It's been interesting. I mean, it's quite a big difference. Obviously.
I mean, I've did my fair share of issue. Y'all have that wandering need, right?
Oh yeah. now I start to realize where it's coming from.
It can't be all that bad.
We have traveled
Can't say
much.
it.
You see
Mhm.
much
Oh,
when you
I'm sorry, what
travel.
did you say?
We travel much. It's very pretty when you see much of the world.
Oh, yeah. I do enjoy traveling, that is true.
I've stuck to mostly this part of the world, but it can be real beautiful, and it's worth it to take the plunge and just follow your fate. I've got the same kind of urge, just not as, I guess, extreme as y'all do. Fiski's sort of similar to
Probably.
Issue, but not that different in a lot of ways. So I can totally get the whole traveling thing. One thing that can help you kind of curb it if it gets too bad is just probably exploring more of the city.
I'll just.
Or
I
y'all
grew
can
up.
go out
I
towards Long Island. It's usually really pretty.
Well, I did grow up in this city, and I do live in Long Island. So if that kicks in, I'll just bury myself in my work. I think.
What are you doing now again, hon?
I am a private investigator.
Ooh, that's cool.
If you
How's
do
that
go
working
for
out for you?
walks, stay out of the middle part.
Oh yeah, I've been told. Yes.
Sorry, what'd she say?
She said stay out of Middle Park if you go for long walks,
Okay.
which is aka Central Park.
Yes.
I've met some folks from there actually.
Park people
They
aren't
actually
bad, but that's their territory, so best to respect it.
absolutely. If we are to live in this city together, we have to respect each other's boundaries. That's a given.
Mhm.
No, respect boundaries. Yes.
Respecting boundaries is very important.
Uh,
So,
for the last 2 weeks, I've been in the library and in home fires. I think I've covered it pretty much, almost maybe all the basics. So if you have any questions, go right ahead.
well, do you know about the other holidays?
I didn't really get to that yet.
Well, do you want me to tell you about them, or?
Please.
Well, I
That's
only
what I'm
remember a
here
few
for.
just because in Vegas we're really, in Pacifica, they're really kind of low key on shit. But you
Well,
remember
in
there's.
Vegas, almost every day is like that. So
Yeah. Do you know about the other kingdoms?
not really. No, I've just kingdoms around, but
Well, what do you know?
um, I the player doesn't really know. So AJ is just going to name two closest kingdoms.
And Diva will nod and be like, okay, that's good. She'll offer some titles of books that he can look into that will tell him about, the other kingdoms. And she'll go on and
Mhm.
on about the glory of Pacifica. Because even though she's from Apples, she really, really, really loved Pacifica so much. And I guess if
So,
Isma's curled up next to Diva, Diva will just like play with her feathers. Thank you, sweetie.
And his mate will coo.
Which will probably be something really adorable. And so, what are the girls down in the garden doing?
Well, I got 5 successes to for gardening, so I'm gonna assume
Hey, Diva's garden is gonna look awesome.
it's gonna look fabulous.
And so Savannah had set Nugget down on the ground and spent a point of glamour to shift into her cat form. And she's been trying to get Nugget to play with her, and she's been kind of running around the garden, smelling everything and enjoying being outside, as well as probably stopping for a little while to sit in the sun. And we'll once in a while go back to Nugget and like kind of lick her ears or something like that and rub up against Valeria and, normal cat things.
hmm
Oh,
Nugget,
so cute.
if you try to play with her, she will like begrudgingly and like slowly play back. But you can tell she much prefers the simple grooming. And Valeria will pet you and scratch behind your ears and scratch right where your tail meets your back.
Oh yeah, and she'll purr and eat up the attention. And once she figures out that Nugget would rather just kind of lay there and be groomed, she'll coax Nugget over to a sunny spot and kind of lay there with her and groom her and stuff.
Well, aren't you two just adorable?
So, and she'll probably be like that for a little while, maybe even until people come outside looking for them.
Valeria will probably join in the little cat cuddle puddle once she's finished with her gardening.
Aw,
And
so
there's a pile
cute.
of clothes. Don't forget the pile of clothes.
Yeah, we know about the clothes.
Remember, no
Yes,
one
there is
is
a
allowed to
pile
be
of
naked.
clothes. There's a
Allowed to
pile
be
of
naked in the
clothes.
bar.
Savannah's clothes are in a pile wherever it was that she shifted.
hmm
No one's allowed to be naked in the bar. It is a rule. It's a rule.
No naked.
Diva doesn't run that kind of bar.
We're not in the bar. We're in the freehold.
Just be careful. Diva's had to explain to Ismay that no, you're not allowed to be naked in the bar. I don't know who, I don't know what the bear puka lied to you about. Just no, don't believe him. So cute.
Yes, there's lots of adorableness going on out in the garden.
So not much talking, because talking to cats is just...
Savannah's probably meowed at Nugget a few times. Like,
Meow.
yeah. Meow.
Meow. Meow.
So let's just say after a little bit more of mentoring, they go back out to the garden
Mm-hmm.
so we can
There'll
combine
be
groups.
there'll be a back room. There'll be a door in the back of the apartment that leads down a gate, and they'll go to the banal garden, and then they can just go in through the doorway into the freehold garden.
This
Leave it open
garden
door,
looks fucking magical. It looks great. All of the flowers are blooming. They are bright and vibrant and very smelly, but in the good way. They're aromatic.
Diva will ooh and ah and just be like, "This is so beautiful. You were so good. I'm so happy I hired you."
Why, thank you. And you notice
Diva
she
will give
is
her a
like in a
hug,
little
like,
sunspot with her two cats, just petting them.
Diva will just like hug her, like, "You're fantastic. Thank you so much."
Yeah,
Oh
You're
my God.
welcome.
You don't see Savannah. You see an extra cat.
Yep, little black Maine
Hey,
Coon.
is that this girl? Diva will say, pointing to Savannah, Savannah's cat figure next to Blair. Like, is that Savannah?
Yes. She's such a cute little kitty.
really is, hon. She really is.
She'll get up and come over and rub against Diva's legs, purring.
And because Diva has a soft spot for almost anything adorable, she would just get on her knees and start like petting her, like, "You're so cute. You're so cute."
She'll
So
purr
it's
even
cool.
more and kind of, do little chirps, cat chirps at her.
Do those cap chips mean anything?
No, they're just mostly sounds of pleasure.
Little happy cat sounds.
Yep.
Ismay will make cat sounds at Savannah, and she'll say, "It feels really good when they pet you, doesn't it?"
She'll say no, even though she means yes.
Really? I like it when they pet me.
She'll come over to Ismay and start rubbing up against her.
And Diva's
Did
just
she
no,
just talk?
I think
No, they
they're
were speaking
talking
in cat.
They're speaking
Yes,
cat. So Ismay's just meowing at her, and Savannah's meowing back.
Yep. We're speaking in cat. You can understand the conversation.
But AJ can always look over at Diva and ask him like, is Ismay really talking to her, or is she just like making noises? And Diva will just respond like, yeah, no, she's talking to her.
He's just gonna say that.
Like, yeah, no, she's actually just talking to her.
Oh, so this is how pukas work. Okay.
I'm not a puka.
I think he means Savannah, honey. We know you're not a puka.
Yeah.
You were very lovely at him, which is different.
This is my first.
This is your what?
This is my first ever time meeting a puka.
You haven't met this guy, the bear.
Though that may be for the best given his recent actions.
What
And
recent
I've
actions?
heard about him.
Diva will smile, will kind of just drop and look. She'll look over to Valeria. What recent actions?
Well, we were all at a bar. He went outside for some reason I don't actually remember. Out of character, I don't remember either. Dimitri went out after him. Oh, wait. Oh, I remember. Because he was speaking to his scarf, and there were non-changelings around. So Astria took him outside. Dimitri went with them. And I don't really know what happened after that, except next thing I knew, I heard him growling and screaming in Russian. And so I went outside, and he was trying to attack Dimitri.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Like hell?
Savannah's cat eyes widen at that, like, what?
Just who the hell's his mentor? I swear to God, these cubs these days.
I think it's Lancaster.
Who's Lancaster?
He's also a puka. He's a stag puka.
Well, they're just coming out of the woodworks now, huh?
I know, right?
Well, I mean, it can't all be that bad because they're kind of interesting. If
No,
you know how to
Lancaster's
talk
is-
to them.
He,
Diva will say, smiling at Savannah in particular.
Lancaster is quite nice from what I've seen.
Yeah, hopefully I get to meet him. Never met a stag before. I haven't met jackrabbits though.
Oh, jackrabbits. Nice.
And this one platypus, which was just weird. Didn't expect him in the desert, but you never
Yeah,
know.
usually they aren't
Marshland
creatures. Yeah.
Maybe he missed home or something.
Hmm.
But check it, he was from Arizona, so it was just weird. The weird dude. He and the jackrabbit made it cute, this couple, though. Adorable. Anyway. So, this little cub is just making trouble then.
Apparently, I have no idea. I came in, I think, at the ass end of whatever was happening. So Dimitri, he might be Gwydion because I think he got really mad and pushed me out of the way and was about to kill him.
Oh, jeez, Pete.
And then Astria turned him to a rock.
What?
Yep. He got to... That was actually quite amusing. But,
What?
wow.
Well, When Valeria says that, turning someone into rock, it's okay, I'm done asking questions, face.
And now Diva's even more curious. Like, what? How did Astrid... Why did Astrid... Oh, wait. So Astrid was trying to protect the
Yeah,
club?
yeah. Dimitri, like, pulled out a knife and was about to shank a bitch, but then
Oh, Lord. Dimitri's normally not aggressive.
that's why I think he was witty, and they have a tendency to rage out.
Well, yeah, I've pushed. Well, that's all sorts of not bueno.
Hmm.
I guess I'll ask him next time I see him on what the fuck is up.
Yes, I think I'm gonna do my best to stay out of the bear's way from now on.
So we won't be seeing your little friend?
I didn't recommend it. You know, he seemed so nice at first. I don't know what happened.
Honestly, you never know with some people.
True.
Numb and Ismay nods her head.
Yeah, as you guys were talking, you will have heard an exchange of meows between Savannah and Ismay. Savannah asking Ismay who is Estrella because she didn't know. She met him as Julian, and Ismay told her that he was the she at the bar last night, and Ismay also told Savannah that that Estrella is a baron. And she says back, Baron? Baron? And her eyes widen.
Numb, and she nods her head.
She meows back, okay.
Estrella is nice. He prefers he usually. Sometimes he does not mind, but I was told that he likes he. So I call him he.
That is quite confusing at first, yeah.
Not really. He said he wants to be he, so he is he. Your dreams, you be what you want.
That's a good point, Esme. It's a real good point. Oh, speaking of Astrid, I should probably shoot them a text. So, Valeria, you were doing mighty fine with my garden.
Thank you.
I've never been able to get it this beautiful.
I
Then
guess
again,
it just
I'm joking,
needed
this is-
attention from my fellow flower.
Not too sure if that's a double entendre or not, but okay.
I wasn't saying it to be, but you can take it however you like.
Oh, can I? Well then.
Oh Lord, not again.
Well, we didn't even do this the first time. Anyway, you're doing great. I trust Gloria's got you set up on payroll, right?
I think so, yes.
Well then, you'll be all set. Oh, speaking of which, hey, Ismay.
Numb, and she gets up, petting the cat one last time, and she walks over towards Diva.
Ismay, I know you're a dancer, right? Would you mind doing some shows here? Not naked, just, regular dancing.
It will dance for you, yes.
Great, and you can keep tips or something. I figure it's one way to help out with you in a job. And having, a job is one way you can get one of those special papers. Remember yesterday?
Oh, yes. I have a thing to tell you when you are ready to write it down.
Okay, you can tell me later on, all right?
Okay.
Great. And Diva will actually look over to Valeria and be like, so, you told AJ about Samway, right?
A little bit about it, yeah.
He kind of got a bad impression from it, I think.
AJ, what the hell? I didn't say anything bad about it.
You didn't said anything bad about it. I just told her that I don't like the sound of it. I
Well,
didn't
honestly-
said that you said something bad about it.
You definitely didn't seem any sort of positive about it, though, hon. It's not a day to be afraid of. It's just, another day. Just so happens that on this day, you had such a huge blackout drunkenness that you forget everything.
Yeah, just look at it like that.
And assume that you're around people who make sure you don't do anything too stupid.
Savannah
I'm
makes
just gonna
chirping
go-
noises in agreement.
Yeah, pet, pet, pet. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Well, I'm exactly going to go with that. If I learned anything for the weeks is to not really question anything. So I think I'm good now.
Oh, definitely. I can tell you so many things that I've just decided not to question with this world.
I should not ask questions?
No. Questions are good. Questions are good. It's just sometimes going with the flow on certain things is safer. Like why the dreaming does certain things differently sometimes. When the answer is that's just the way the dream is.
But that is answer. That is not go with flow.
Well, some people don't view it as an answer when it is. But
She has a
questions are
very
great.
confused look.
Questions are great. Diva has to remember that Ismay takes everything very literal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's starting to realize that now. This squashes any moments for metaphors. All the southern, Western metaphors Diva has, all to waste. Never will she get to use them
Oh, you can
in a
use
way
them.
that she'll
Quite
understand.
interesting. You can use them. She will figure them out quite interestingly.
Sorry about that message, or did something. What did you say?
You can use them and you can see how she responds to them quite interestingly. Some she may kind of almost get in a totally not the right way, and others she will be like, what?
Most things that Ismay says are usually the answer. What?
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 What? Or the now current, God damn it. Diva will take oddly gleeful pride in watching, Savannah bat the butterfly.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Yep, she's got distracted by a butterfly, so she's pouncing and batting at it, but she's not hurting it. It's just a game.
Considering butterflies drink blood, it's alright if you kill it.
That's not all butterflies drink blood.
Most butterflies do.
I thought it was only a specific type of butterfly.
Most butterflies do.
Hmm?
And
Cool.
most butterflies will drink blood if optional. Because, higher sugar.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And you would just coo and be like, so cute.
Oh, Lord, it's been so long since Nugget has done anything like that. You old bat. And then, she scratches behind Nugget's ears and Nugget just purrs and kind of... She gives her a look. A little cat look, but goes, just, enjoys the petting and scratching.
Aww.
Savannah comes back and lays next to Nugget.
Dude will just look at Valeria and mouth like, this is so fucking cute.
I know, right?
You are welcome to bring Nugget anytime, and Savannah, you are more than welcome. In fact, you are encouraged to just play with Nugget. Just be adorable.
Mm-hmm.
She meows. Meow.
Meow.
Well, alright then. Um, any other business we got today, or
Mm.
Depends on Kim, John.
John?
Although I'm surprised that no one has brought up the bar incident with the Valyria yet. I was sure Ismay would say something. Out of character, I want you to say shit. That would be hilarious.
Oh, definitely.
You were very beautiful at the bar last night, and that blush, it was such a pretty brown.
Blush?
Yeah, no, Valyria's gonna blush again. Not as much as last time, but a little bit.
He's almost there.
Yeah.
See, I went up like this, and she's gonna walk up towards Valeria and put her wrists on her shoulders again. Do that deep hip swing again.
I'm pretty sure Valeria's like on the ground, so.
Well, she'll kind of do a little squatting version then, right in front of her.
Yep, that's mm-hmm.
Is my why was she blushing again?
She did this thing that
You're
was
doing it?
very. She was doing this thing with her hair that was. What is word? What is word, Savannah? You were there. You know what it was.
I flipped my hair.
She meows seductive.
Yes, seductive. That is what it is.
Ooh,
I wasn't meaning to be
Valeria.
seductive. I was meaning to be sarcastic.
And so
Well,
I
Valeria, why
invite
are
her
you
over
being
to
seductive?
dance. She was being seductive towards Dimitri, I think.
No, I wasn't. I was being sarcastic towards Dimitri because he was being a git.
Oh, what did Dimitri do?
He said that me learning to belly dance would be overkill.
Why?
'Cause apparently I'm too attractive for that or something like that. I don't know.
She did not do too
Well,
bad for her first time out there.
Isma, you still have to teach me. And I was going to
You-
teach you pole.
You are always busy, so I just wait.
If anyone is looking at AJ right now, he has this dastardly smirk on his face. You guys just gave him the best stuff to tease her with. Thank you for that.
And she's gonna grab Valeria's hands and try and stand her up. Come on, show her like you were doing last night. You were very good.
I wasn't that good. Although, Ismay, I will say,
No,
for the future,
no. Let's see it. Come on. And he has this shit-eating grin on his face.
Really, brother, you want me to be all sexy? You want to see that?
AJ, actually, you okay? And people kind of look at AJ a little concerned. Like, AJ, do we need to
I'm
have
sorry,
a
I didn't
talk?
get that.
AJ, do we need to have a talk?
About what?
You going a little bit Lannister there. With the
What is Lannister?
It's a reference to a family in a TV show called Game of Thrones.
Where the brother and sister were just a little too close for comfort.
A little bit.
And a lot of people
Valeria?
died.
Mm-hmm.
You know the eyebrow raise. It's happening again.
So like they stand too close, or like
They fucked each other.
oh, so
Which is
you
not
and AJ
something-
are mates.
No, we are
No.
not mates. No. No. I was saying he was acting
What?
like it.
Savannah laughs as
No.
much as she can as a cat. It just probably comes out more like chirping noises, but she's laughing.
Diva's like beside herself and she's just like dying.
Also, you need to stop with this whole mating talk. We don't have a mate right now. Thank you very much. Yep. No. Mm-hmm.
Is my
Especially when we're in public. Don't mention.
we changelings don't normally have mates like that. It's really hard for us to find people who will be mated to forever, that kind of thing. It's a rare thing. It's beautiful. It's just we don't normally do it all the time. And I'm pretty sure that AJ and Valeria are not mates,
Nope,
nor will they ever be mates.
not touching
right?
that.
No.
Some people only
No.
mate once and then go different ways.
Nope, we're
Um,
not even going to do that. Nope.
I don't think they ever want to.
Mm-mm.
It's just
She's not pretty enough.
I don't think she's his type.
Excuse me.
Being related and all.
Yeah, no. Brothers and sisters usually don't become mates at all.
Usually
It's
frowned
seen
upon.
as
But
taboo.
he is issue and you are no.
But they grew up together, and
We
then
were
that becomes
raised as
uncomfortable.
siblings.
And that it becomes very uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay.
AJ
Yes.
has the most uncomfortable look on his face right now.
Note to self: be very literal when talking to Ismay.
Yeah.
So, Valeria,
Yeah.
if you do want to learn belly dancing, hit me up and I'll. You guys can work upstairs.
I don't. I mean, I'm kind of interested, but I prefer to keep learning my ballroom dancing. Kind of learn the basics first, you know?
Oh, nice. Seems like we've got dancers here.
But not really. It's just when you go to a private school, that's one of the things they kind of force you to learn.
I never went to any sort of. Well, I did, but not for long. Anyway. Diva's almost admitted something. Well, it's gotta be all nice and fancy.
And it was an all-girls school, so it was very interesting.
Ooh, an all-girls school.
Mm-hmm.
They're
do you
also
look?
pretty.
Do you look at her really kind of like smarmy look on her face, like, an all-girls
Yeah,
school?
no, she's gonna give Diva a look like, mm-hmm, girl, mm-hmm.
Really, you must tell me stories when
Oh,
you
of
have the
course.
time. Why don't
Should
you just give me my number?
should I just leave so you girls can have your girl talk?
Well, I mean, it's not really
Is that
girl
a
talk.
thing right now?
It's more like bro talk.
I don't know. I know plenty of girls who are into girls and boys.
Both are quite nice.
They are.
It can be. Ismay heads over towards the pile of clothes. Where am I taking them?
I think those are Savannah's. I don't know if.
I know. She asked for them.
Also, Natalie, check your PMs.
She's going to just walk over to a tall bush.
Mm-hmm.
And
She
Diva
will
will
set them
take
down
that to
behind the bush.
spin AJ the other direction. Be like, okay, we look away now.
Yep, no, Valeria's gonna help push him.
And she goes behind the bush and
AJ is not going to look.
it shifts back to normal and puts her clothes back on and then emerges as her normal self again.
Well, in all honesty, Diva's not really used to hanging around guys who are gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Not touching.
Mm-hmm.
And Valeria, well, that's her brother. Of course, she's gonna make him turn around.
Yeah.
Duh.
Dear.
Ismay just stood there staring because she didn't know if she needed more help or not.
Savannah didn't mind.
Is Valeria actually like turning AJ around?
Yeah.
Yeah, she and Diva turned him around.
Well, if Valeria touches him, he's gonna be like, "Don't touch me, not now, too soon."
To which Diva's just gonna start chuckling like.
Wow, did Ismay get a little bit too close to home, brother?
Listen, I don't know what y'all do over back wherever y'all are from, but if you need to talk,
No, we
please.
don't. No. Mm-mm.
No.
Got my eyes on someone else who's
No.
not related to me in any way. Thank you very much.
You want to touch somebody who is not related to you? There are many of us here that they're not related to. What kind of touching do you want to do?
Oh Lord.
He's just going to raise his hand up and pinch his nose. Like,
At this point, Valeria is just gonna kind of fold one of her wings just over her face a little bit, trying to hide the blush.
Diva's just gonna try. I'm gonna see if Diva sees a blush.
Oh no, it's not obvious.
Diva's just gonna be like, huh, that really is a pretty brown.
Mm.
Savannah just grins.
Four
Well, it's
successes to
getting
notice.
Well, it's getting late. Valeria, thank you as always. Feel free to come back and finish tomorrow
Yep.
or whenever.
Yeah, do you mind if I go into the bar for a little bit?
Yeah, by all means, take something to drink.
Yeah, thank you. She's gonna kind of.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna drink something too.
Yeah, thank you. She's gonna pick up Nugget, and Nugget's gonna kind of just drape herself around her shoulders or her neck, and then just walk into the bar.
Diva's actually gonna follow her, and she's gonna
Yeah.
make her stop at the changeling portion of the bar,
Mhm.
the freehold bar, and just start mixing the more powerful magical shit.
Thank you.
yeah, walk back and be like, yeah, I think I need one too.
Okay, both of you obviously head to the bar. I can't have you in the same space in my head, please. No, thank you. Just Albus fans, thank you.
And Ismay's following along almost like a puppy in some ways.
And Savannah's gonna follow too, because why not? You know? A drink
Okay,
would
so
be
really-
nice. She's thirsty after all the running around she just did.
Yeah, thirsty because of that. Hmm.
Diva will give Savannah a white Russian because cat.
Valeria has her hand over her eyes and is just gonna look up to you and mouth, "Help me."
Diva's gonna give Diva's gonna give Valeria one of the Shirley Temples, which is apparently really strong. Like,
An actual alcoholic Shirley Temple this time.
Yes.
yes.
Do I need to roll stamina for this bitch?
If you want to, but honestly,
Depends on how fast you drink it.
Okay, nah.
AJ
She'll drink
is
it
going
at
to
a
say-
decent pace.
Diva's
AJ
actually
is
gonna
just
go.
going to say.
Hmm?
AJ is just going to say, nothing too hard. I need to drive.
Diva's just gonna look at him and be like, okay. And she'll actually mix something, and she's gonna put this kind of peach-colored drink in front of him. It's half sour mix, juice, and 2 ounces of Jameson whiskey poured over ice. She's gonna look at him and be like, enjoy your Kingslayer. And go back to the girls.
Mm. Valeria is following you, just getting away from her brother. Like, no.
Fuck you.
Love you too. And I think we can end the scene with that.
All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. Enjoy. Goodbye.
Bye.